Day number 1 of my very abbreviated Annapurna trek. Spent a few days in Pokhara, had a great time, and must have ate something yesterday that totally just rocked me today. Took an 1.5-hour cab ride to Nayapul, and we're supposed to trek 3 hours today to Hile. But on the way here, I got struck with some diarrhea, puking, so kind of a lot. And since I've been in Nepal for a month, I've puked twice, I've had diarrhea once. And it's not mild, it's like full bore everything. So now I'm just laying here in Nayapul at some restaurant, like on one of their tables, and I might take a nap. Well, just woke up from a nap in Nayapul, feeling like shit, and I still feel like shit. But now we gotta walk, at least 3 hours. Another hour for lunch, another couple hours for lodging. I can't really keep anything down at this point. It's the first time anything like this has hit me this hard. Yeah, something got to me last night, but it was a nice little town. We're on the outskirts of it now, but I look forward to this trek being a nice and cool and a little bit more easy one than Manaslu, because that one kicked my ass. Well, here we go. Well, we stopped for lunch, and I still wasn't feeling very well, so I ended up taking a nap. The two proprietors here want to go to the next village to celebrate the Tiha festival or Diwali festival, so they asked us if we wanted to split a Jeep with them. So that would save me 2 hours of walking and shitting everywhere. So I said, hell yeah, it's going to cost me $10. So we'll be there tonight. It's supposed to be a really, really good celebration, and hopefully I feel better. So. Day 2 of my second trek. Just waking up, getting ready for the day. I slept about 15 hours yesterday due to my dehydration and my gut infection. But we got a long walk ahead of us today, about 6 hours. The first part just about straight up. Headed to Ghorepani today. But I look forward to getting up and getting active. I feel a little bit of strength coming back, but I definitely need to get some food in me. Charming little village. Hile is where we are. Great little place. Very, very nice. Well, after a long morning of climbing straight uphill and a million steps, we find ourselves at a very, very popular place for lunch. Some people may be staying here for the night, but there's probably Americans, Germans, Canadians, French. I mean, everyone's here. We're pressing on to Ghorepani. It's still another maybe 3 hours, but a nice little place, just hopping with people. You would never think this is literally in the middle of nowhere. But we're gonna have some lunch. Okay, here's my friend Nishal eating dal bhat. It's the customary food for the guides. He eats this every single day. Okay, you have dal, which is the soup. It's like a lentil soup. Sometimes it's pretty salty. You have bhat, which is rice. Yeah. And then you have a pickle, like a potatoes here. That's like a pickled vegetable, and this is chicken. So they don't use they don't use utensils. It's all hands. He just scoops it up, and his fork is with his hands. And he'll eat this much, sometimes more, twice a day. And then I'm stuck with my fried potatoes. because my stomach is delicate. But the dal bhat is fantastic. The potatoes and the curry and the chicken up here, I guess, is pretty good, but I don't know if I would eat meat on the mountain. It's usually a rule saying don't eat meat on the mountain, but he's local, he can handle it. You hungry?
Yeah.
It's good?
Good.
Yeah.
Good chicken, good bhat, good dal, you know.
Alright, good man.
Everything is good.
Yeah. So we're closing in on Ghorepani, sun shining, and it's hailing as well. as well. It's crazy. Like, it's really warm, but there's hail falling. Very, very strange. Well, we made it to Ghorepani. It's a much bigger town, a lot of hotels. This will be our stop for the evening. Whew, I'm tired. It's hailing like crazy right now. Super loud on the tin roof. Everyone's ducking and running for cover. Man, it might snow tonight. It might get crazy tonight. Wow. Well, here we are sitting on top of Poon Hill, looking at the Annapurna mountain range and the Daiguri mountain range. After a long night of thunderstorms and lightning and crazy hail, crazy weather, we had very serious doubts on it being nice enough this morning to have this view. But at 4 o'clock in the morning, Nishal knocked on my hotel room door and said, "It's clear, let's go." So an hour-long trek straight uphill, and we climbed 3,210 meters at 4 o'clock in the morning. But I get to see this, and the view up here is just about indescribable. Sun's coming up, and it's very crowded. There's a lot of people up here. And this guy's dancing to stay warm. Gorgeous. After an hour or so, with the sunrise coming up over the mountains, there's Poon Hill there. Now we get to make our long, arduous climb back down 1 million steps. Yay! Still walking on our way to Gandruk. Views are awesome, and it's nothing but uphill and uphill and uphill. Kinda ridiculous. Over the last month or so, I'm pretty sure my ass has been carved out of granite. I've lost 20 something pounds. Oh man. Well, if you want to lose weight, come to Nepal. If you want to lose even more, drink the local water. That'll give you another 5 or 10 off. Oh. Here comes the porter just rocking down the hill. Those guys are studs. Now we're finally starting to make our descent towards Gandruk. And it definitely is fall time here in Nepal. Leaves are changing colors. The air is cool. I would say it's about 50 degrees maybe. And very wet. The trees are, it's kind of spooky actually. But there's a lot of people coming to and fro. And the trail is definitely challenging. Hello. Hi. Shalom. We're meeting people from everywhere too, and Nishal is crazy. He just says hi to everybody. He don't care. But yeah, absolutely great trek so far. I'm feeling good. I'm not too tired, which is good. Hope to stop pretty soon, have some lunch or some tea or something, but going great so far. So the uphills are hard. They really put a workout on your quads, on your glutes, I mean everything. And then you're thinking, oh man, downhill would be nice. Downhill is even worse because with every step your body jars, and your ankles and your knees and your hips take the brunt of that downward impact from the pack that you're carrying, from all the weight on your legs. But I mean, it's down, down, down. And I'll tell you what, bring the ibuprofen and possibly some knee braces. That'll help you. But it's all just like this. Just brutal downhill. It's killing me. Give me an uphill. I'll take that. And it's raining. Just what I needed. To be extremely cold but hot. Going upstairs in the rain. After kind of a crazy day with rain and being soaked and uphills and crazy downhills and rocks and rivers and fucking everything. Finally made it to Gandruk, and it's a great little town. We're just on the outskirts of it now, but there's supposed to be a lot more just up ahead. What's amazing is these steps. I mean, I don't know how old these steps are, but there's miles and miles and miles and miles of these kinds of steps laid out all throughout the mountains of Nepal. Don't know who did them, but it's amazing. But it also means that every single step you take, you have to be conscious of. You can't walk and take a drink. You can't walk and you take a picture. You know, right now I'm videoing, I'm not even watching the viewfinder. I have to watch my footwork. Because one loose rock, you're tumbling over a mountain. You know, one slip, you're falling and breaking a wrist. You know, or you're getting your foot caught and breaking a femur. You know, it's no joke. So with every step, with every step you got to be 100% careful. Well, here's the Breeze Guesthouse and restaurant that I'm staying in here in Gandruk. This is pretty typical of the tea houses that you find here. They have a small kitchen, several rooms. Sometimes they have hot showers, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they have attached bathrooms. Sometimes it's a shared communal bathroom. They always have a giant water tank. And if they do have solar power, then they can have solar heated water, but that runs out quite quickly if there's a lot of people here. But very nice, it's clean, safe. I haven't had any crazy bugs or animals in my room, so that's pretty good. But the view outside, you can't beat it. I'm sorry, no matter where you go, you just can't beat it. Having a great time so far. Taking a little break today, and I did some laundry. I had to wash my underwear and socks and a couple shirts. They were getting pretty gross. But yeah, a couple more days back in Pokhara, having a good time, and then to Kathmandu, and we'll see what happens from there. So right on up the stairs. There's Nishal down there. The rooms are all, like I said, very similar. I'll take you for a tour of mine, I guess. If I can open it up one-handed. I bet I can. Oh, look at that. Right inside. Double bed. Double beds. This is all to myself. Couple windows. Right into the bathroom. Shower is directly in the bathroom, so basically when you shower, you're showering everything. So pretty basic, but clean and warm enough. Better than sleeping outside or in the mud. Hello, donkey.